Hi guys. Hello. I'm watching movie. L Executor. I think it's Executor. It's a good movie. It's a good movie on space. On space? Yeah, space. Type of movie. Man find girl and get romantic, and it was kind of animalistic. I'm drinking my tea. It's take, and as I say, I can only use one hand. I'm not allowed to pressure my body too much. Before I hurt up myself, and as you know, I'm on treatment. Yeah, still eating my sandwich. So instead of me bore myself to death dragging out eating, I'm gonna share some with you. Yes, guys, pulling my sandwich apart, stuffed with greens. Yeah, delicious cucumber. Mmm, yummy. You guys must eat healthy. You hear me? Not because I'm watching movie. The guy fall in love with girl on the It's like a Pirates of the Caribbean, but he was like just so rough. Good actor, you know. What's his name again? I wonder if that's Bruce Willis. No, Bruce Willis don't have no hair, don't it? This guy have hair. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a good actor. Very good actor. Any movie acting is always fascinating. And he was just so rough because the girl she have like a baby with her, and them on the boat, and they're trying to escape the pirates, and he was just so rough to the baby. I'm like, men. They say they're supposed to be rough. That's why they're called men, and women are the gentle ones. That's why we're called women. So, babies, I have to be more gentle than normal because my hand is hurting me. So, I am doing this woman thing, and I'm not on no painkillers. It's just massage therapy. I did, and see, guys, I am okay. The pain had shifted from this side to the next, and it's down in the back. So I'm gonna do some light therapy tomorrow and throughout the week and see how it goes. Also, with my doctor's consultation to see what he's gonna be saying about my healing process. I was listening to Cool FM radio today, coming up at Dr. Foster and Dr. Bromley. They're chronic pain doctors. And, they were sharing their understanding of these kind of ailments that happens to people. Well, sweethearts, I don't know if it's going to be like this forever and ever, but if it does reoccur forever, these are the consequences of accidents that happens to people when you get bounced down by a motor vehicle, or I mean, I'm mashed up, traumatized. You might be so much. You always had balanced meals at home, due to the type of upbringing you get at home when your parents always make sure that you have proper meals, cooked meals, with your vegetables, eat up your vegetables, eat up your meats, eat up your chicken, eat up your rice, eat up your foods. So it's something that was, and my mom always said she ensured she fed me good as a baby. I would get a lot of cornmeal porridge. That is really good to strong up. In Jamaica, we feed our babies on cornmeal porridge when they're little. We give they give us so much cornmeal porridge that sometimes by the time the child becomes 7 and 8, according to my son and daughter, we don't drink cornmeal porridge. I'm like, I say, how many don't drink cornmeal porridge, and that's all you guys was drinking from your born? Because knowing how nourishing cornmeal porridge is for the porridge to strong up. So, and they were so strong. My kids were so strong. So, it was a good lesson I learned from my mom to feed our bodies with cornmeal porridge. And even when I have baby, when I had them, I had to feed my body with a lot of cornmeal porridge to strong back up. So cornmeal porridge is very nourishing and to keep you healthy. So that is something that Jamaicans just live by, you know. I, I was saying today that another thing that females need to learn, it's Women's Month, and we have to take care of ourselves a lot. If you're in a surrounding or an environment where the people aren't really so health conscious, it is still up to us to take care of ourselves. And our responsibility as a female is to provide for the family, ensure that the family gets the appropriate nourishment, nourishing type of foods in the home. So that is whatever you go shopping for and bring into the home, that's what you're gonna be eating. That's what the family is expected to be eating. So they're on the right track. I'm bouncing into my sandwich. Up to my sandwich. I have to bite into delicately. I don't know if it's a memory of the accident, because the accident, the bus kind of hit me straight into my face, mash up my mouth, knock out my tooth, my jaw, everything was like so twisted and mashed up. Sweetheart, I never knew I was gonna live. I was gonna come out. I was just totally blanked out. Can't remember nothing. But the whole trauma. But the sensation is, it's like I'm reliving it. So I don't know if it's this Christian thing, this 40 days, 40 nights, Lenten season that is bringing back such traumas, because you have to remember all these crosses that take place into your life. You're like Jesus, and you're carrying this heavy cross on your back. And you see the pains that he was feeling is the same pains we going through and feeling. And I was just thinking, it was gonna maybe pass with this time, because we're already suffering through the COVID, the pandemic. But sweetheart, something just had to come and remind me, say, oi, you're still not going to, it's not going to miss you this time. There's something you're going to have to journey with. And sweetheart, I'm doing my journey in peace. So, I hope this therapy thing helps me too, because it has helped today and I appreciate it so much. Because, sweetheart, if I didn't know that it helps or another solution to help, I don't know how I would have make it out this weekend to my doctor's appointment tomorrow, because I was in so much pain, and I'm trying to avoid the painkiller, because if I'm doing the therapy treatment, the natural therapy treatment, right? So I'm grateful. It's just such a wonderful life, short life to live. As I'm telling people today, that school will always be there, party will always be there, studying your book is always be there, but finding a partner is the most valuable, it's the most important thing in your life that you can't miss, you can't pass up. Because partner dead, or you hear the partner is married and start their own family because they didn't even know you were interested. So I just love the life I lived and love the journey and the choices that I make, because I don't think I made any mistakes per se in the choices that I've made and the partners that I've chosen, because each one of them has proven their worth in my life, where they have made a difference, and whatever little part they have contributed to make me learn something, become wiser, knowledgeable, it helps, because it helps me into the life journey. So my first husband mechanic, me learned mechanics, and I learned so many other things, being involved into that love affair and that marriage. Second husband is doctor. Yeah. Well, see, even after the divorce, what is happening? I'm popping down with orthopedic symptoms. But the good thing is that I learned something from him, because from I'm 1 years old, my arm has been broken out, from from I'm 1 years old. I can't remember. Um, well, I don't remember because I was too young. I must have been 1 year old when my mother said my sister pulled my arm out of socket. I suppose she's trying to help to take care of me. And I was a bally baby. I don't know what they was doing to me, so they must have been really abusing me, you know. But I am that type of person. I'm gonna make up noise. I must be a Meghan Markle. Use Meghan as an example. So Meghan, make up noise, and the people that are abusing her. Well, that is me. I am not the type that is gonna sit down in the abuse and not say a word. I'm going to make up noise. So from I was born, I've been bawling and making up noise. So my sister tried to comfort me now, pull my arm out of socket. Hmm? And the way how things is so crazy. I say the left side of my body represents your partner and the right side represents you. So I guess my partner is always popping down because since it's my left side of the body that is always getting smashed or hit or damaged, and the left side represents your partner, then you can't say why because every single time I get into a partner, it ends up ending and have to start over or get a new partner or whatever on my journey. So I suppose my love life is going well. So because it's going well now, my arm have to pop out to show me say, all right, your partner pop out. But so far, Ozzy is doing fine, and I'm thankful at least, and holding up himself and keeping strong for me because as I tell him, if you don't keep strong to help me when I am popping down, since I am doing a lot and like to do a lot and is all fascinated by doing extra stuff, then we won't even make a good team. We won't even make one. And the good thing is that when you find a partner, you're supposed to make a whole because it's half and half, 50-50. So coming together, you working together, um, doing things together is supposed to make things better for both of you. It's supposed to complete a whole. So you can't say that you're in a partnership and when you're doing anything, you're expecting one person to do it all and you just the other person just sit back and kick back and do the nothing. That's not a relationship. That's not a partnership. And as I say to people before, partnership and relationship is the most important thing in life because party will be there, um, school will be there, everything will still be there, materialistic things is always there. But when you're in love and you have the partner of your dream or somebody who you're fascinated with or you enjoy being around or you like, make the best of it now because when you miss that opportunity, it's gone. And yes, you're gonna say he's gonna be there or she's gonna be there. She might just not because people get sick, people dead, people people get other partner, people migrate. And if you had a partner that you really liked and you could have start something with them, then you could be journeying together on whatever you say you're doing. And I mean that is a chapter of your life that is fulfilled. Well, that's how I see it. It's a chapter of my life that gets fulfilled because I wouldn't say I had that opportunity, I had liked that girl or I had liked that guy and I wished it had worked. I wish I had gotten an opportunity to be in a relationship with her. You wasted that time procrastinating. You wasted that time procrastinating or waiting for the right time when there is never a right time. In life, there's never a right time to do anything. God's timing is always the right timing. So you can't sit down and say, when I get rich, that is the person I'm going to marry. Or I'm going to work to finish studying to love this person. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because if I did that, this is why I believe in it. If I did that, I would still be yearning. And maybe today, when I think about it, I'm reflecting on the past and I'm thinking about it. If I didn't go into the relationships that I ended up into, or choosing to go into, I would not have my daughter and my son today. And those two are the two most important things that I'm proud of having. They're adults now, and I'm glad I did it when I was young. I didn't do it when I am old and then have to be treadling around with babies in my 50s and 60s. That's hard. That's hard because in 50s and 60s, you're supposed to be looking after grandchildren or, trying to take it a little bit more easier in life, you know. You're supposed to be more accomplished and, have a little bit more out of life. So therefore, if you waste the whole of your youth because you were waiting on the perfect timing. You have nobody to blame because you being maybe picky or a perfectionist, because there's no such thing as a perfect timing. There's no such thing as perfect timing. You just jump in and swim. As one of my auntie would say, Chrissy, chuck off. Just chuck off. Don't even bother think, procrastinate and whatever, whatever. Just live. Whatever happens, if it works, it works. If it don't work, it's not the end of the world. You won't be the first person getting a divorce. You won't be the first person with a partner that died. You won't be the first person who got married younger than your other friends. The whole point is that you did what life expects of you to do. You understand? Sitting there being trying to be perfect is like you're wasting your life away. By the time you look on it, everybody gets on with your life, and you're ending up like a lonely soldier waiting for the right time, the Mr. Perfect man. And there is no such person out there as a perfect person. Everybody have flaws. Everybody has errors in their life. Nobody is perfect. So if you sit there waiting for the perfect partner, that means, some people, they're looking for rich, pretty, or handsome, um, smart, um, educated. I mean, when you finish list it out, there's a whole heap of list them want them partner to have in it. And I'm like, you have all of that, how you want your partner to have all of that, and you don't even have all of that. It doesn't work like that. You have to meet somebody part way, and then you work together and make the most of your life together. You have a story to tell, you have a history. But people who sit down out there waiting for rich man or rich girl and the right time and the educated and all those that's supposed to be in place, never get it yet, because the more them running it down, it'll run from them, because they say something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You looking something that does not exist. You know, you have to put yourself out there, meet that person halfway. If you want a rich person, you're supposed to be rich yourself. Yeah? Or if you want an educated person, you should be educating yourself too. And then it will fall into place for you. You will find somebody like you with something in common, but you can't go out there. You're not educated, but you want one educated one, and making you're not making that adjustment for your life to say you're going that avenue too. If you want an educated person, you have to put yourself into an institution and start studying. When you're studying now, that person, you would align up yourself to you to be served, or to you can do the work for him too and stuff, because a rich man not going to want to take up somebody who can't even help him in his own business. When him call on her to say, come and help me do this or host this party or anything, they can't do it to help out for their day life. So it doesn't make sense. You say you want a rich man, and in addition, if you want a rich man, you have to remember, say, rich people are people who have been working for years and who have accomplished much for themselves, and because of that, if you're gonna get and whatever, because that's what they're working for. They're not working to give with them things and fling with their children and go on like me careless bud. You understand? They're working to make things better for themselves and their family, and to keep a generation going, so that the generation all take away yourself and go do something that you would enjoy, and then you would find the type of partner who can match and deal with somebody with your type of behavior, that you don't want to do nothing, you just sit down and be bored and into your depression and just lay down there. That's different. But as I said, I am sipping on my tea. hmm But at least maybe I'll go to my bed in peace. You good? Hmm. I'm watching Sylvester Stallone. A movie with Sylvester Stallone and Charlie Man and Gun. Well, I don't really want to watch the news because it's so sad. It's sad. I don't want to hear too much about all those killings and those sad things. Sometimes it's so annoying. Sometimes they can don't bother tell us about the killings. We're already paranoid as it is already. You know, to go out and hear of more dangerous stuff out there and the killings and the murdering, it kind of give me a headache. And because we're already into this Lenten season, which is going to be a testy time for all of us, because the majority of Jamaicans say them is Christian already. So we're all going to go through some kind of cross carrying. The news and the negative is gonna drive me crazy. Hmm? It's gonna drive me crazy. But I am here and taking care of myself the best as I can, and it's a slow movement and gentle movement, and I am just thankful that I found people in my environment who could help me to get this massage therapy done, and feel a little better today, because sometimes the environment plays a lot if you don't have the right people around you. And that's why I say sometimes it's hard for me to leave home and go elsewhere where you have to mix with people who don't understand you and you're different. It's pressuring, it's stressful. I know what Megan was feeling when she said she was into a place where she felt like she wanted to just die. Because that's what it feels like when you're in an environment and nobody understands you, and you still have to live and find a way of maneuvering around the place. And if sometimes you're feeling sick or having a headache and nobody's there, you can imagine. Especially Megan, she's an only child. So Sarah mother must give her all the attention in the world, and then to go put yourself into an environment where attention have to be shown to other people and you're being shoved one side and treated like you're nobody. It hard, especially if you're feeling sick and depressed and you just want to just annoy everybody and nobody's there. It is it is stressful, and that is what makes a lot of people get so depressed and whatever. But I'm happy I'm in a place where at least I can reach out to people, and if I need the help, ouch, my back. Mm, the pain move, it's down there, but we got it pressed out a little by little. Yeah, when you maneuver, you have people around that can help me. I really appreciated my girl today, because she really pressed out those pains around me and made me feel a little better. So I'm thankful for that as well. So it's good when you have people around that you can really count on. Because when she called me yesterday, I was like, I want to come now, I want to come now. She said, hang in there, Chrissy. Hang in, hang in there. We'll soon get you to fix you. And, it's nice to know that at least she was around. So it's nice when I set up, the place to where I can feel comfortable and have people around me who can relate to me and can come communicate with me where I am at, you know? Because it's hard when you're trying to communicate with people and them not understand one thing what you're saying. They're like, what you talking about? It's like you're in the wrong place. You feel out of place. You feel out of place. So, it's very hard. So I like to know that I'm around. Sometimes I get around some people where they can understand and they can relate to me. And that's why I'm not too happy and hurry to run go to Timbuktu and go to strange places, because I can't take the miscommunications, the misunderstanding, and the loud bawling and cussing and the argument. Me can't manage it because of miscommunication and misunderstandings. It stresses me out, and I'm like, home, sweet. Although they say when you're at home, that is your comfort zone. It's like if you're too complacent and comfortable, there's no going on growing. So sometimes you have to take on the challenges and take some of the abuse and the beat up now and again. But I'm like, enough is enough. Sometimes I need a break from it and I have to get a time out. So I appreciate my little time out, my little step back from the whole it's too much. And it's like, I'm like, my God, what's wrong with an animal? Is that normal? It can be normal? Animal? Too much of that makes me have to hear girl like that. So there's because that's how they act, and it's just so rough and aggressive, and I'm like, too much noise. I can't even understand one thing you're saying. You're saying it so fast and rough that you wondered if you're being mean, or sometimes you can't just sort of stay. Because some of the people have a behavior that you're like, what is that? What is it? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be kind to me, or you're trying to be rude to me, or you're trying to be helpful to me? Because if you're seeing something and portraying a different kind of body language, it confuses, and I'm a straightforward person. I like to know straightforward what actually you're trying to say to me. Are you trying to insult me, or you're trying to be kind to me, or you're just trying to ask me a simple question? Because the terminologies and the way it is being put and the way it is being said kind of throw me off sometimes. And some people might say, I'm not trying to hurt you, but at the same time, the some things that some people say might be insultive, and you don't even recognize and realize that is insult. I'm insulted you till afterwards. You're like, it's what they tried, or whoever tried to insult me. I can't figure it out because I'm not used to people like you anyway. We're always joking and laughing all the time. Doing things that hurt me sometimes I don't even know. Until I said, oh my God, what's that? What's the problem? But I guess it's the life, different cultures, different people, different behaviors. So once you know your space and your zone and how to do your thing, then you'll be fine, because your intention is to be kind and loving to as much people as possible in this world. And if you bear that in mind, then sweethearts, you can't go wrong. But if you have evil intentions, then I guess every little thing that is happening, you're going to think it's an attack on you, because so that's how you state to sometimes. So it's an attack on you. So I am just a flat surface. You see, like the ground is a good place to keep your whole body firm. So, laying down on the ground, straighten your back out is a firm surface that will, but you have to try and find ways to align back your body. I have to find ways to align back my body healthily so that I can get going again because I really enjoy get going. I really love doing things, lift up this, lift up that, and doing things. I mean, I was even trimming up the edge of my plant the other day, must say 3 weeks ago, and you should have seen the nerves in my hand. My mom was like, "What the hell? I've never seen nothing like that before. Are you human, Chris?" My stepdad and my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening to you?" I'm like, "Well, that's the consequence of my accident. It's reoccurring. And I want to do things and I can't do them anymore." And that is what happens. And it's like one piece of shit, the nerve was going on real bad. Real bad. Blood circulating and relaxing the muscles. And as they say, as we go along, we continue doing the other therapeutic exercises and see how it improves and how it goes on. And keep it in prayers, peeps, because prayers works wonders. God is a miracle worker and he heals. Bye. It didn't bother skip me. It had to come and hang on to me and try pop me down. So I know I'll feel better. So just keep it in prayers for a speedy recovery. And I'm keeping it in prayer also for a speedy recovery. Right? Because that's the way we're aiming. And that's the challenge, the avenue that we're gonna go because this is a challenge now for me to carry this cross with me through my end line, to my finishing line. Yeah? Because, I'm on a journey to that end. I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. And I always get there, right? I always aim. Where I'm aiming, I always reach. There's no time where I say I'm going to go do something or I'm going there, so, and I don't get there. Even if it's crawling or one step at a time, I get there. Sometimes I say, "Lord, Chris, you take so long. I expect it." I said, "Listen now, the point is that I got there, right?" So keep it in prayers for me to do a speedy recovery from this one. Because I don't know why this one had to come crop up now, but it was creeping up from 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 um from December, Christmas. It was creeping up on me, and the good thing is that I am aware of it, and there is a message in it, and I am just waiting for the Lord to reveal the message because they say in after every Lenten season, 40 days, 40 nights, there's also a it's like a reward. When there's for every reaction, there's an action, there's a consequence, and there's a reward in everything that you do. So carrying the cross through this journey, there's a reward at the end of it. So the whole point is that I have to do it. I have to do it, guys. So I can't just give up and lay down and just kill over and just want to just drop dead because of whatever is happening. I have to try and do it just like how Jesus had to do it, carry the cross and go through the whole journey with it. I'm gonna be trying to do it. So you have to keep me in prayers. So I keep on doing what I'm expected to do on this journey of carrying the cross through the Lenten season. All right, and I hope all those out there who are having similar trials with their cross, you stick to it, you keep it going. Oh boy, it was amazing when I saw this lady. She had her walking stick this morning when I ran into her, and I was like, "Oh, you've got walking stick. I have hand. I have broke hand. You have broke foot. Ha ha." But the funny thing is that we could both laugh it off because we were still on our journey. We were still doing what we're expected to do to get things going and get things working, even though we have broke hand or broke foot or broken whatever she had in a foot or hip or whatever was acting up on her. But the two of us was up and about and doing our thing. So I'm just saying, all those people, yeah, you got company, misery love company, we got company with we're popping down self, but we're going through the journey and we're doing what we're expected to do because it's something that I've been always persevering with my journeys all along. Anytime things is happening and if I can do something, I put myself together and, get going and even ask for help too. Sometimes you can ask for help, ask somebody, carry you here, can you carry me here, can you carry me here? Because it's just a journey, it's just the life that we're living, it's just the way it's set out to be, to show that, there's a God and in all things, you know, in the end of it, there is a triumph at the end of it. There's a God, we're going to feel better. It will soon be over. And we're just hanging on in there. All right? So, you guys, have a wonderful night now. It has dawned at us. Guess the moon is out and the stars are out. So, we're supposed to get ready to go to bed. Yeah? So, you have a wonderful night. Good night. Okay? And sleep tight. Sleep well. Because tomorrow is another day to take on a lot more things that we can get to do with my pop down self. Later.